Hi folks, welcome to Oregon Cash Flow Pro. I am your cash flow consultant, James Barber, and today we're going to be talking about compounding interest and the power of compounding interest. So we're going to go over the brain exercise of what does doubling a penny every day for 31 days lead to? Hint, lots of money. We'll also go over how consumption or losses kill compounding growth. And we'll finish up with how you can adopt a mindset or an attitude for growing wealth and what you can do to increase your wealth. Hey, Lexi, would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather have me give you a penny and double it every day for a month?
$1 million.
Okay. Hi, Olivia. Would you rather I gave you $1 million today or a penny and double it every day for a month?
Probably the penny.
Okay. What would you choose? $1 million or start off with a penny and have it double every day for 31 days? If you're familiar with compounding growth, you'd probably choose the penny. Let me show you why. Here's what that penny looks like. We start off day 1, we've got 1 cent. Day 2, 2 pennies, 4 pennies, 8 pennies. Doesn't start to do much. Even after day 10, we're only at $5.12. Come down here, day 15, $163.84. Day 20, $5,242.88. We're not moving very quickly, it seems. But wait, day 25, we have $167,772.16. Day 26, $335,544.32. By day 28, we passed the $1 million, $1.3 million. Day 29 doubles, day 30 doubles again, and by day 31, we have $10,737,418.24. So for all of you that chose the penny, good job. Now, to my knowledge, there isn't any investments out there that are going to double your investment every day for 31 days, even if you started out at a penny. So let's look at how consumption kills compounding growth. If we look at the middle column in red, we're still starting out with a penny a day, but we get to day 10 and we've got $5 in there, $5.12, and we really need to go out to eat. We need to go buy a burger. We need to do something. Then we need to spend that $5, right? Our growth starts over the next day. We get to $5 again, day 20, and we think, well, this isn't growing very quickly. I'm just going to use it. I want to go get a milkshake. And it starts over again, and we end the month with $10.24 instead of $10,737,000. Now, another way to think about it is what if we're a saver? And what if we start off with more than a penny and we get to double that? If we start off with 50 cents rather than a penny and that were to double, we end up with $536 million at the end of the month. Clearly, none of these are very realistic, but there is a lesson to be learned. And the lesson is, how do we keep our money compounding? How do we keep our investments compounding? The key is we don't take it out. We don't spend that money. But oftentimes what has to happen is we need to access our 401k, or we need to access our savings account, and we need to break that cycle of compounding growth. We need to pay for college. We need to pay for a house. We need to pay for a car. We have to consume. We have to buy things throughout the month in order to survive. All of that makes it a challenge to let that compounding growth work for us. Here's an illustration of what a compounding growth curve looks like. We've got our capitalization time where our money put into it, and then the growth. On growth, our interest earns interest and it compounds on each other and it shoots way up. These are the building blocks of wealth. Consumption, right here in the middle, if we have to pull money out of it before it takes off on this compounding growth curve, or really any time on this curve, if we have to take money out of it, we start over on a new growth curve. This is our opportunity cost. This is what we missed out on. The difference between here and here is our opportunity cost. So we need to do whatever we can to not interrupt this growth curve. Now, there are ways to do that. We do have opportunities to borrow against our savings or our investments without actually pulling money out. You can do that with stocks. You can do that with life insurance. You can do that with secure accounts, savings accounts. Not many opportunities of good growth while that's happening, but you do have the opportunity nonetheless. Now, on the flip side, when you're borrowing from those, you do have to pay some interest. So you want to make sure that if it's something that you're borrowing against, you have the opportunity to earn at least the same amount of interest that you're paying to borrow the funds or more. And when you have the opportunity to earn more, we call that arbitrage. So arbitrage is the difference between what I pay to borrow money and the amount of interest that I earn using the money that I borrowed. Let's look again at this compounding growth curve. And we look here right in the middle. This red line represents a couple of things. It can represent withdrawing money from the account. It can represent losses in that account. So if this line were the stock market or an index fund, this line could represent losses in that fund. And those work just like you're withdrawing money. You end up on a new compound growth curve. Losses are to be avoided at all cost if you can help it. Now, sometimes you can ride out the losses and eventually you can end up with a pretty decent rate, but you're still not on the same compounding growth curve that you were on before the losses. You had to start over. If you withdraw this money, you're starting over. Now, this could also represent a life insurance policy. In this case, you can withdraw your money from a life insurance policy, just like you can from the stock market, just like if there were losses. Any type of withdrawal or losses starts you over, works the same in a life insurance policy as it does in the stock market. The only difference is with some life insurance policies, you're guaranteed you're never going to lose any money. So the only time you have to worry about this reduction is if you withdraw money from the account. If you just borrow money against the account, you're not interrupting this compounding growth curve. If this is your stocks and you just borrow money against those and you're not actually taking them out, you don't interrupt that growth curve. The only thing that's going to interrupt that growth curve is if there's a market loss. So excellent opportunities using both life insurance and stocks at the opportunity for uninterrupted compounding growth. So let's talk about adopting a mindset or an attitude for growing wealth. When we talk about that, we want to consider the compounding growth curve. What can we do? What can you do in your life that you can put money aside and not have to take that money out in order to let it continue to grow and compound? In my next video, I'll go over my preferred method for wealth building that includes the opportunity for uninterrupted compounding growth. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like the video down below, subscribe to our channel so you can follow along and learn the tools necessary for you to take control of your finances. Have a great day.